I just want to say as well, welcome along to all the new subscribers. I think we got 1,033 now. Anyway, I've got this album. This is another minute. This is Dave Wakelin's beat out in America. I thought I'd spin a couple off of here because he's touring with Madness. Next year. Anyway, my mate Lee's just messaged me just as I've started my video. In fact, I'm getting lots of messages. Talking to my ex-girlfriend Becky, or messaging her. Yeah, this is a double album. And it's really quite good. Obviously you had Rankin Roger and the beat, his beat over here, and then you had Dave Wakelin and his beat over there, and now you've got like Rankin Jr. and a beat. And what it is, no matter what they're all up to, individually or together, they're all getting a cut of each other's money, so it's in their all their interests. The way the beats money's shared out is quite fair. So obviously Rankin Roger got a big cut, and now Roger's passed away, it'll be Rankin Jr. who'll be getting the cut. Yeah, but they'll get a cut of each other's sort of records and stuff, if you get me. So Dave Wakelin made this album, but Rankin Roger got a nice check through the post because of this. And the same Rankin Roger made Bounce. Dave Wakelin got a big check for the post. To be honest, the way that the beat went their different ways, it worked out quite well because they kept their business heads on. In other words, all the money got... we can all do what we want, but obviously if you're calling yourself the beat, so they all call themselves the beat and earn loads of money. Yeah. Bit of history about the beat there. Because the beat, right, when I started, obviously I had my UV40 collection first, but when I started on the two-tone mission, the beat was the first ones. It was Rankin Roger and the beat that got me right into all these records I've got here now. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, I hope everybody's good. And I quite like the and I quite like the artwork on this one. This one's called Here We Go Love, and it's a double. I'll just show you. Got like all the words there. Then on the back, and this copy is a US import. How about that? And you can catch me live next year at Dave Wakelin's beat concert with the Real Madness, which would be quite weird. They're touring together, so I'll be grabbing a ticket for that. Anyway, a lot of people don't really get to hear a lot of this sort of stuff, what he's doing across there. But there's a couple of tracks that are my favourite. Just spin into it. Find my vinyl cloth. All my vinyl spray. There we go. Oh, right. And I found my glasses again. Not that I've got them on. I'm still squinting, but nah. Fucking. Let's hope the asylum closes early today, because yesterday we had some complete lunatics in here. Yeah, but I won't be acknowledging them today, so there you go. You'd have to have a day off. Take your meds and go to bed. And the weather in Kent is bright, but it's not exactly warm, people. It's not exactly warm. And I'm seeing reports of snow coming in or something for Christmas. But I think they say that every year. Yeah, feeling quite chirpy today. In fact, the whole concert experience has completely lifted my mood. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do some, go to another one as soon as I can. One of my speakers is out. I must have pulled a wire out because 67? What, you're 67? I think I pulled a wire out because I've got a lot more volume coming from that side. Yeah, I have. Oh. So I've just got to join two wires together, stick it in the back. Oh, 67 gods. You can believe in whatever you want to. As long as nobody's hurting everybody, it's all good. I've got nothing against people preaching. Right, I should hear a bit more volume now. Once I plug these in. That's better. There was a bit too much bass with just that side of the speakers on. But now, anyway, what I'm going to do is play my favourite track on here. And to be honest with you, it's a proper beat track, this one I'm going to play you. I'm not too sure whether it's on that record. That's on the other record. In fact, Dave Wakeling ought to do another album because what he's produced there with that one is quality. And Wakeling and Rankin Roger always used to share each other's work with each other. They used to like compliment each other because they was both going to earn out of it. And they will carry on earning out of it long after they're all gone. That's the beat. I don't know about the specials. And two tones. Maybe Jerry Dammers pockets the lot. Who knows? Maybe Jerry's not as being as equaling as the beat. Now, who knows? I don't know the specials deal, what went on there, but the beat, I know all about that. It's all sort of biography. It's all in the books. Bitching over money and stuff, but the beat is just all equal, which really is the way it should be. Vinyl all over the place. Yep, found it. Up your ass, indeed. Play nicely, everybody. It's Sunday. Right, check this one out. Getting dark already. Just not enough daylight around nowadays, this time of year. Maybe I'm tripping out today because I can't find the track that I'm looking for. Ain't that one. Here we go, isn't it? I must have missed it on that. Yeah, I must have missed it on that other record. How mad's that? Losing my mind. It's got to be on that side. There we go, this is it. You're a rotten cunt. He swears in this one, don't excuse my language, but this one. Oh. Anyway, I've just actually managed to find the track that I was originally looking for, which is on side C. Side C, eh? the one. This is the best track. That one. This one. Anyway, I'll just show you some more records I've been sorting out. If you can remember back to yesterday when I was putting them little squares on each record that I've got and putting them in that black book. Been doing a bit more of that. What did I bag? I think I did a lot of Madness ones. Or was it the beat? Yeah, the beat. So now I've got to stick loads of stickers onto the records again. Not determined to get my collection, well, I'd say organised. It's just so I've got like a catalogue of what it is and what it's worth. Obviously, some people computerise theirs, some people use Discography, the app. I'm okay with pen and paper, to be honest with you, but I do use the app as well, just to give me a rough indication as to what the prices might be. But even then, you can't really rely on any kind of website, because all that's doing is showing you the last copy that's sold. Well, the last copy might have sold for 200 quid, right? Which makes everybody believe that their copy's going to be worth £200. But if you look in the small print, you'll see that it's probably been signed by somebody or something like that. So it can be misconstrued in that concept. Misconstrued in. It's a long word for me, isn't it? I was told that I was I don't know. The trolls yesterday were coming out with all sorts of bollocks, which was quite amusing. It's quite amusing when it don't really bother me. I think it was bothering everyone else more. But you always got to remember, All these trolls are very special people. They've been touched in the brain. Anyway, that's enough about them. Yeah, we've got all the specials ones. And what we're going to be doing is, we've got the black book. We're going to be charging up my other smartphone later. I'll grab a handful just to give you an example. Like these specials records, we're starting with the specials. Obviously that's got number 1 on, number 2, all the way through, do you know what I mean? All my specials records. So now, what we do, say I grab album number 2, all I've got to do is come to my big black book. Starts with the specials, and in here I've got them all listed out, and I'm going to be putting the price next to it there. So if you go to number 1, it tells you what it is, whether it's a first press, a re-release, and all that. Yeah, I'm going to put the price next to it. Have I got any idea what it's all worth? No. I've only ever got as far, right, as with the app. I inputted probably about 80% of my big two-tone records, as in the albums, 12 inches, no singles. Yeah, about 70%, 80% at that point. Not that I've ever really looked at it in money terms. But obviously at some point I've got to, because it's my pension plan. Yeah. So what we're going to be doing is putting it all down on here, and I know what's what then. Whether that's going to help me when I sell them all, I don't know, because ideally, in an ideal world, I'd like to just have one person say, wow, look at that collection, I'll give you this for that. Do you know what I mean? And me go, yeah, all right then. But I know what people are like. And to be honest, I could earn a lot more money if I sold it individually, but then you may as well be running a record shop, do you know what I mean? It's going to take time, but when you're a pensioner, you've got some time, haven't you? That's my plan. And what am I going to do when I'm a pensioner? I've got no records left because I've sold them all. What will I do? I'll just play my CDs, because I'm going to copy it all, copy it over. Then again, to be honest with you, even the two-tone CDs, right, people, and tapes. People say, oh, vinyl came back. Vinyl never went away, really. But cassette tapes, right, well, they're back in big time, cassette tapes. And I also see a few videos yesterday, people saying CDs are back now as well. Everything's back. Crazy, isn't it? All them cassette tapes that used to get chewed up. Who's ever done that? Chewed a tape up and had to sit there winding it all back in. What a nightmare that is. I've even glued tapes back together before, where I've sort of come apart. Crazy, eh? And then CDs came along. And then you had your MP3s, which is just music out of the air, do you know what I mean? It's not physical. That's a bit of my enjoyment, really, with the record collecting, is a lot of the artwork and that, and the information that you'll get with it. All the lyrics and stuff like that. Do the shops rip us off? I'd say they pretty well do, yeah. But long term, are they ripping me off? Not really. I'm going to get my money back and a little bit more. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking down the line. Because there's certain albums, Madness ones, the beat ones, that just hold their value. Don't ask me why. I've got no idea as to why. All I know is that they hold their value for some strange reason. Yeah. I notice, with my ADHD in it, I notice patterns and things. Yeah. There's 3 or 4 Madness albums that just, you can buy it, as soon as you bought it, you can whack a tenner on top of it straight away. It's mad. But obviously, the better finds if you go to Ireland, France, and you find a French copy of the specials or an Irish press. Do you know what I mean? It's all, there's people out there collecting all sorts of stuff. In fact, some of the collections I see blow my brain away, where someone's just collected the specials albums. That's all they've got, is like the specials albums, but from every country that it was pressed in. I think that's quite impressive, but to me that seems quite boring, because I'll just be sitting there listening to that album, and obviously we throw it all on. But yeah, sitting here waffling music, eh? Well, am I smoking any hat? See, I'm not blasting away today, am I? All you fucking people chatting yesterday, put that vape down. You know what I mean? I ain't even had a smoke. What's that? Happy birthday to your brother. Many happy returns. What's his name? Filmer. Well, that's the way that reads to me in English. Anyway, happy birthday. Whatever you're doing, have a lovely day. That's what I say. Treat every day, people, like it's your last, because it could be. Beans and potatoes. I don't mind potatoes. Mashed potatoes with milk and butter. Salt and pepper. I let the insults for that. Noddy. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's fucking up your arse. Anyway, I'm going to waffle on. Every now and again I'll look down and see if there's any meaningful comments. English tweet. Oh, I don't know. At least somebody's calling me English today. The amount of people that come on British. Far from being British. But I'll never be British. I'm not into Britain. I'm into England. I'm Welsh. Yeah, only on a Sunday when I tend to my sheep. No. Even though I'm not British, I don't mind the Welsh or the Scottish. They don't bother me. It's not about that. It's about independence, being who you really are. Yeah, that's what I am. I'm English. I'm what's called Anglo-Saxon. If you want to go right back in history. In fact, I'd say a lot of people who was born in this country would be Anglo-Saxon, even though some of them will sit there, no, I'm not. Well, I'm afraid you are. You can't change history just because you don't like the way it went. Anyway, where am I from? I'm from Britain. No, I'm only joking. I'm from England. No, I'm more Anglo-Saxon. I wouldn't be a Norman. So you got that wrong there? Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. I'm Church of England, which is a Christian organisation started by Henry VIII. Celtic? I'm with you. I'm English, Irish and Spanish, but from the south of Ireland. And no, I don't support Rangers. I'd support Celtic if I was up that way. I've got Jewish ears. And what have you got? Shit for brains? Come on, trolls, get a bit interesting. You're not even taxi by brain. I'm on the ball again today. Bit lost from the concert yesterday, but it's all good today. Depends what drugs he's on. Well, I've got amphetamines that I'm prescribed. Why, what's your fucking gripe in life then? I don't know. Anyway. Tell you what we're going to do, we're going to blast on the vape. You can't do that, stop vaping. This channel is now a vape channel. I'm going to be changing the name, and we're going to be smoking vapes on a live stream 24/7. No, I'm only joking. I'm quite glad I stuck with the name, the group, the music. Over here, it's pretty good. It's pretty good over here, really. In fact, I'd say potheads, which I'm not really. I wasn't really a stoner. I'm a medicinal person, which is why I can legally get it. But yeah, the law's not what it used to be, and I think 10, 20 years time, be legal. And I don't know what whoever's saying all the swear words and stuff, I don't know what you're saying, because you're that pathetic, right, that I'm not even looking anymore, but I can see all the blue things coming up. View the message, held back for review. Yeah, so just carry on spamming it. None of it's coming out. I can see technology wasn't one of your strongest points. Anyway, we'll just amuse ourselves with the naughty people out there, because in this group of ours, we're all quite polite and whatnot. Just a sprinkle of morons. Anyway, whatever you're doing, don't be a moron.